Hello and welcome to another video of Eternal Gains. This is the channel where I show you how to make the most out of your stack and grow your funds in the most sustainable and safe way. Let's get started. In the airdrop video, which I will link up here in the screen, I talked to you about how to find airdrops, and one of the projects I mentioned was Reaper Farm. Now today we're going to have a deeper look into Reaper Farm and at the same time explore the concept of yield aggregators and why I believe that this is a pretty good long-term strategy, mid to long-term strategy, which is relatively low risk compared to like straight up trading coins, and just jump into new projects and hope they make it 10x or something like that. So let's get started. What is Reaper Farm? Reaper Farm is a so-called yield aggregator. If you come over here to their docs, I will link it in the description as always, you can see what they are planning to do, or actually what they are already doing. First of all, you need to get LP tokens. Then you need to deposit them into the Reaper Farm. And then relax while Reaper harvests bot auto-collect the rewards and compound them into more LP tokens. And then later on, you can withdraw your funds. Right? So if you're interested into that, just come here into the docs, read a little bit about it, and learn more. But just briefly, what they're doing is you give them your LP tokens. For example, if you come over here and click on staked, then you see all the farms which you are participating in. Otherwise, you see basically all the farms they're offering. Now, I'm into this already. I did it for FTM Tom. If you click on this button here, it will bring you to the website where you can get the LP tokens for this particular farm. In this case, it's Spooky Swap. And what I did is I bought FTM and TOMP, and I deposit them into the liquidity pool. So if you come over here to liquidity, and in this case, TOMP, you can do this obviously with any other token. Important is come over here first, see which one are looking the best in terms of API, and and then decide basically what, and also of course which coin it is. So for example, this is FTM MIM, then you have FTM some other coin I never heard of, right? So check out the coins first, which one are you bullish on or which one you like, and then you come over here to the liquidity tab, and you can add liquidity to the pool. Now what you need to add liquidity to the pool is an equal amount of both tokens. So for example, if I wanted to supply 2.7 FTM, then I would need 2.2 TOMP to participate in the pool. I did this already. Now, why I went for this pair? The main risk with liquidity providing, as I also mentioned in another video already, is impermanent loss, which means if the ratio between those two coins to each other changes a lot from the point you put your stack into the pool, then you will get more coins of the less valuable token and less coins of the more valuable token. Okay, so always keep this in mind. So what you want to do is, if you look for a suitable pool, you have to check if the two coins, because the liquidity pools in this case is always two coins, FTM Scream, FTM TOMP, Shade FTM, if those tokens in relation to each other are somewhat stable. And this is also the reason why I choose TOMP. TOMP is a stable coin which is pegged to FTM. So in theory, FTM equals one TOMP always, and the other way around, meaning there's no impermanent loss in this pair. Okay. There are many farming strategies and yield farming strategies. I will go into them in more detail in the future, but this is more like a broad overview to get you started. Now, why I choose Reaper Farm? First of all, I did my research on them. I like the project, I like the team, and especially this part here is very important. What they're doing is they harvest the rewards and they pay the gas fees for you. And the whole thing is exponential, which is important. Which means, let's go to the pool where I'm already in. Let's look at the infos here. So as you can see, I staked 44.47 LP tokens, which is worth $315 right now. This is the price per LP token. And you see the underlying tokens. So I put in, or right now it is 72 VFDM and 58 TOM. And this is exactly the ratio I was talking about. So if this price ratio here is like getting out of balance in regards to each other, then this one is going to balance out. If TOM comes back to the pack, meaning one TOM equals one WFDM, then this would be 50-50 right here. But as you can see, it's a little bit skewed right now. TOM is 271 and FDM is 216. So as I said, you get more of the less valuable tokens, right? So TOM is 271, so I have less TOM. WFDM is what 216, so I get more of that because it's a less valuable coin. And this is exactly what I was describing before. Either way, I'm betting that this one gets back into Think. Of course, another strategy what you could do in this case, because Tom is aiming to peg to WFDM one by one. Right now I have more WFDM and I'm also bullish on FDM. So I could pull out now my LP tokens and I would get more WFDM and less TOM. So if you are more bullish on WFDM, then this might be a good point to exit the pool. If you are more bullish on TOM, then maybe you should wait a little bit and just stay in the pool, right? Okay, now here you see the rates per day, per week, per month, per year. So if I would stick into this pool for 1 year now, I would make 237%. And this would equal, somewhere they say it, I don't see it right now. Right here. So in a year, I would get 431 LP tokens, right? And this would equal to a value of $3,000 at the current rate. So if WFDM and TOM go up in price, then this number here will increase as well. But important is that out of my 44.47 LP tokens, in 1 year, I would grow it to 431. And this is exactly this exponential effect, what I was talking about. So whenever you can, you should go for something which gives you exponential returns. At the same time, FDM is a good project, it's a solid project. TOM also, after my research, looks pretty solid. So I am bullish in the long term and I'm happy to leave my funds here for a while. Also here you can see your shares of the pool, right? And all the information. Also here you have the strategy contract and the crypto contract, the crypt contract. So if you are into Solidity and you want to understand exactly what is happening under the hood, you could come over here and read the actual contract, right? So you would have the contract here, and this is the actual contract which tells you exactly what they are doing or what the pool is doing in the background. Okay, so I'm into this pool. Of course, I chose it for the airdrop, for the potential airdrop. But not only for that, also the APIs on this website are really, really juicy, right? I mean, if you get 970% per year, is pretty nice. I like the project. I like what they are doing. I'm following them for a while. So far, everything looks good. So I jumped into it. And maybe I get even a little airdrop as a bonus. Okay. If you have any more questions, drop them in the comments below. I hope that helped and see you in the next one.